A 72-year-old patient arrived at my office last week using a cane. "I don't know what happened, doc," he said. "A year ago, I was all right. My legs feel like they are giving out right now." His diet remained unchanged. No harm had come to him. However, his muscles were deteriorating every night as he slept. He's not by himself either. Most seniors gradually and silently lose strength after the age of 60. Before you fall, you are unaware of it. The actual reason. It goes beyond aging. Your muscles aren't getting the essential nutrients they need to repair themselves at night. Indeed, research indicates that 93% of adults over 65 lack at least one of the 7 vitamins that provide overnight muscle protection. As a result, there is a greater chance of falls, stiffness, and slower recovery. And everything changes when you fall. However, this can be avoided. I'll show you the 7 most important vitamins to take before bed in this video, all of which have scientific support and will help you remain strong, stable, and self-sufficient for many years to come. Section 1. Vitamin 7, magnesium, glycinate. Magnesium is frequently forgotten when discussing vitamins and minerals that promote muscle health. However, magnesium, more especially magnesium glycinate, is one of the most important nutrients for people over 60 to keep their muscles strong and functional at night. Magnesium is not your typical supplement. It is an essential component of the overnight muscle repair system in your body. The most absorbable form is magnesium glycinate in particular. Magnesium glycinate crosses the intestinal lining and enters your muscle tissue, where it begins to function while you sleep, in contrast to other forms of magnesium that are eliminated during digestion. Consider magnesium glycinate to be your body's neuromuscular calming signal. It eases stress, lessens cramping at night, and gets the body ready for a thorough recovery. More significantly, it stimulates a set of enzymes within your muscle cells that maintain cell hydration and oxygen consumption. Your muscle fibers may become tense, dehydrated, and exhausted if you don't take magnesium, especially at night. Impressive findings were found in a study conducted by the University of Palermo in Italy. Morning muscle function increased by 34% in seniors over 65 who took 250 milligrams of magnesium glycinate every night for 3 months. Additionally, they reported better sleep, less joint stiffness, and fewer leg cramps. Why then is magnesium most effective at night? Because that's when your body enters what scientists refer to as the rest and repair branch, which is controlled by the parasympathetic nervous system. The fuel for it is magnesium. The entire healing process of your body is slowed down if you don't get enough of it, and it adds up to significant long-term muscle loss when that delay occurs night after night. How should I take it? Consume only magnesium glycinate. Do not combine it with food or other supplements such as zinc or calcium. It works best with a small glass of warm water about half an hour before bed. Steer clear of forms such as citrate or magnesium oxide. They won't produce the same effects because they are poorly absorbed. Note of importance. Many people think that foods like leafy greens, dairy, and almonds can provide them with adequate magnesium. In actuality, however, magnesium absorption declines dramatically with age, particularly when digestive function deteriorates. Therefore, your muscles aren't getting the magnesium they require, even if you eat a well-balanced diet, if you're not using the proper form of the mineral. Magnesium glycinate won't work magic right away. However, after taking it regularly for a few weeks, you will begin to see noticeable improvements, including less morning fatigue, less stiffness or cramping at night, and, most importantly, a gradual return of leg strength. When it comes to muscle building, we frequently think of protein shakes or resistance training. However, your body's natural repair system cannot work as well without magnesium glycinate. This mineral thus merits its position as vitamin 7, the necessary initial step in muscle repair each night. Section 2. Vitamin 6. Perform 12. Methylcobalamin. Your entire movement system is powered by vitamin B12, if magnesium aids in muscle relaxation and recovery. Without 12, your muscles cannot receive signals from your brain, which prevents you from rebuilding and repairing. This is even more worrisome. Your body has a harder time absorbing vitamin B12 as you age. This is the reason. Your body needs enough stomach acid to absorb D12 from foods like meat, eggs, or dairy. However, stomach acid levels sharply decline after age 60. This implies that you may not be getting enough vitamin 12 even if you eat healthily or take a multivitamin. B12 deficiency is frequently referred to as the silent destroyer of muscle strength because of this. It is not immediately apparent. You might simply notice that your movements are slower, your legs are getting heavier, and your balance is a little off. It's the sensation of walking on wet cement when your muscles and nerves aren't working together properly. According to a comprehensive study from Tufts University, 39% of elderly people who had muscle weakness had a 12 deficiency. Seniors who took methylcobalamin, the active form of vitamin B12, for just 8 weeks saw an improvement in nerve muscle coordination of up to 49%, according to another study published in the journal Neurology. Why then take 12 at night? Because your brain goes into its deep neurological repair cycle at night. It's the time when your nervous system is being repaired and maintained. You wake up more balanced, stable, and in control because taking 12 at this time helps your brain and muscles communicate again. Here's how to handle it well. Select methyl B12 rather than cyanocobalamin. To avoid digestion, take it sublingually, under the tongue, or as a liquid. An hour or so before going to bed, put a 1-0 tablet under your tongue. Water is not required. Allow it to dissolve fully. A little action before bed can have a big impact, resulting in a more confident step, faster reflexes, and a steadier gait. Your nervous system may already be deteriorating covertly if you're over 60 and haven't been taking methyl B12 at night, which will also weaken your muscles. Although it takes time, if you begin today, you might soon notice that your body is healing more quickly, particularly in your lower limbs. Section 3. Vitamin D. 3 is important for muscles as well as bones. Most people believe that vitamin D3 is only necessary for healthy bones. Please let me know where you're coming from today before we begin. Please feel free to ask any questions you may have and leave a comment below. Additionally, remember to click the subscribe button and enable notifications so you don't miss any of Senior Health Tips' top health advice. However, you're missing out on a vital component of maintaining your muscle strength if you're over 60 and still think that. D3 is more than just a vitamin. It acts as a hormone that causes certain genes within your muscle fibers to become active. These genes are in charge of preventing muscle breakdown, storing energy, and repairing damaged muscle tissue. Your muscles gradually start to shrink if you don't get enough D3 because those genes remain inactive. More significantly, D3 supports the health of your fast-twitch muscle fibers, which are in charge of balance, stair climbing, and quick reflexes to prevent falls. Your risk of falling, getting hurt, and losing your mobility significantly rises when these fibers deteriorate. Seniors who took 2-0 international units, or IU, of D3 every day for 12 weeks experienced an 18% increase in lower limb strength. According to a study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology, seniors with low D3 levels were twice as likely to experience severe muscle loss, to the point where they require mobility aids, according to another Swiss study. The catch is this: your blood's D3 levels drastically decrease overnight, just when your muscles are most in need of it. Your body goes into protein synthesis mode while you sleep, which is when muscle tissue is rebuilt. This rebuilding process never takes place if D3 is unavailable, and you wake up feeling weaker than you were the day before. How can I effectively take D3? After supper, take 1 soft gel of vitamin D3 and a healthy fat source, such as a handful of almonds, a spoonful of peanut butter, or a few slices of avocado. Compared to taking D3 on an empty stomach, dietary fat increases absorption by more than 60%. Make D3 a nightly routine that strengthens you from the inside out, similar to brushing your teeth. If the hormonal signal is absent, a single D3 soft gel and a small amount of healthy fat at night can protect your muscles more effectively than any number of resistance bands or protein shakes. It's likely that your body isn't getting enough vitamin D3 to rebuild if you're eating healthily and exercising regularly, but still feel weak or easily exhausted. Section 4. Vitamin E. The defense against aging muscles. Skin health is typically the first thing that comes to mind when people think of vitamin E. However, for older adults, vitamin E is a strong barrier that keeps your muscles safe, especially at night. Your body goes into a deep repair mode at night, but it also experiences a peak in oxidative stress and inflammation, which leaves muscle cells extremely susceptible to deterioration and injury. Vitamin E acts as a barrier against free radicals, which are unstable molecules that damage cell membranes and gradually erode muscle tissue if they are not adequately protected. According to a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who consumed more vitamin E performed 27% better physically, including walking speed and grip strength. According to another University of Arkansas study, seniors who took 400 IU of natural vitamin E before bedtime saw a significant decrease in overnight indicators of muscle damage. But not every vitamin E supplement is made equally. Use D-alpha tocopherol in its natural form rather than the synthetic form, which is typically designated DL on the label. And above all, timing is crucial. Why take it at night? Because this is the time when your body goes into deep sleep and recovers completely. Free radical activity is also at its peak during this time. While you sleep, taking vitamin E during this time helps protect your muscle cells, lower inflammation, and speed up the healing process. How can I take it efficiently? About an hour after dinner, when your stomach is not quite empty but not quite full, take 400 IU of natural vitamin E. Unless you're also eating some healthy fat, don't take it with other fat-soluble vitamins like D3 or K2. Avoid taking it right after a big meal, but also don't take it on an empty stomach. You'll probably notice the results after a few weeks, though they won't happen right away. Improved balance, less soreness after exercise, and muscles that don't tire out as quickly. There are more uses for vitamin E than just cosmetics. As you age, it's a great ally for maintaining strong muscles, steady steps, and regular recovery. Section 5. Vitamin 3, B6. The secret to building muscle from protein. You've most likely thought of vitamin B6 as a minor supplement when you saw it listed on the back of a multivitamin bottle. However, for adults over 60, vitamin B6 is essential for igniting your muscle power at night. Your body cannot properly convert protein into actual muscle tissue without vitamin B6, even if you are eating a lot of it from meat, eggs, or shakes. Rather, the protein simply sits around unutilized, and your muscles keep getting smaller over time. This is what makes B6 unique. It promotes the metabolism of amino acids within your muscle cells, which is essential for maintaining and increasing lean mass. Over a 3-year period, older adults with higher blood levels of vitamin B6 maintain 22% more lean muscle mass than those with lower levels, according to a study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition. B6 supplementation slowed down the rate of muscle protein breakdown during sleep by up to 18%, according to another Tufts University study. What makes this significant? Because your body enters an anabolic state at night, which is a process for rebuilding and repairing itself. B6 not only facilitates this process, but also makes it feasible. How can I effectively take B6? Select the pyridoxal 5-phosphate active form, P5P. Your body can utilize this form directly without converting it. Take it with a little glass of water about an hour before bed. Food can decrease its absorption, especially in elderly people with slower digestion, so avoid taking it with food. After a few weeks, you might start to notice a change, but it won't happen right away. Quicker recuperation following exercise or movement. Reduced weariness upon awakening in the morning. Additionally, many people think that after the age of 65, it is impossible to maintain or even slightly increase lean muscle mass. B6 may be the missing component in your body's muscle building system if you're eating healthily but still feel weak, sore, or take a long time to recover. Section 6. Vitamin 2. C. Activator of collagen for muscle repair. Vitamin C is typically thought of as a medication for colds. The majority of people are unaware, however, that vitamin C is essential for maintaining and growing muscle mass, particularly during sleep. This is the reason. The synthesis of collagen, a structural protein that binds and fortifies muscle fibers, depends on vitamin C. Your muscles lose density over time, become brittle, tear easily, and heal slowly if you don't get enough collagen. For sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass to stealthily take hold, that is the ideal environment. According to a seminal study that was published in the British Journal of Nutrition, older adults who consume the most vitamin C were 67% less likely to lose muscle mass than those who consumed the least. In the meantime, Oregon State University researchers discovered that even a slight vitamin C deficiency over a 2-week period led to a 25% decrease in collagen synthesis, depriving your body of the means to repair daily muscle damage. Furthermore, when does your body heal itself the most? While you're in a deep sleep. In order to support firmness, elasticity, and long-term muscle strength, vitamin C helps saturate your muscle tissue with the building blocks for collagen before bed. Additionally, vitamin C is the catalyst that activates the benefits of collagen or protein supplements that you may already be taking at night. Collagen cannot be transformed into new muscle tissue without it. How can I effectively take vitamin C? Make use of vitamin C in buffered or liposomal forms, as these are easier on the stomach and better absorbed while you sleep. Take it at least an hour after your evening meal, on an empty stomach. 1 gram is sufficient to have a discernible effect. Your entire body will be able to move more freely and heal more quickly after a few weeks of increased joint flexibility, stronger connective tissue, and less soreness after activity. The benefits of vitamin C extend beyond preventing the flu. It's an essential tool to help you maintain every bit of muscle that aging attempts to erode, and its healing power is most effective at night. Section 7. Prevent muscle loss at its source with vitamins K, 2, and IE. Of all the vitamins on the list, this one is the most crucial. However, the majority of adults over 60 have either never heard of it or have never interpreted it correctly. The key element that controls where calcium travels in your body is vitamin K2. Calcium cannot reach your muscles or bones if you do not have K2. It accumulates in your soft tissue, blood vessels, and arteries. This results in muscle weakness, arterial hardening, increased risk of stroke, and decreased mobility. On the other hand, calcium is precisely where it is needed to restore muscle structure and enhance movement efficiency when there is adequate K2. Seniors who took K2 supplements for 12 weeks saw a 55% increase in mitochondrial efficiency within their muscle cells, which meant that their muscles worked harder, were less tired, and recovered more quickly, according to a study published in the journal Nutrients. Even without dietary or exercise modifications, another study from the University of MRY revealed that K2 supplementation alone increased leg strength by 37%. The most startling finding, however, is that a K2 deficiency can double the rate of muscle loss that occurs overnight. This is because K2 instructs your body where to store minerals in addition to aiding in their absorption. Without it, your body is unable to regulate the movement of important nutrients, such as calcium, which is like constructing a house with materials all over the place. No matter how hard you work out or how well you eat, you eventually lose your strength, muscle mass, and balance. How can I effectively take K2? Select the vitamin K2 in MK7 form. It is much more effective than other kinds and can remain in your bloodstream for up to 72 hours. To improve absorption, take it right before bed with a tiny bit of healthy fat, such as peanut butter or coconut oil. Take it at least an hour apart from calcium and magnesium to avoid taking them at the same time. If, despite eating a healthy diet and exercising regularly, you frequently have cramps, muscle weakness, or a slow recovery after an activity, you may be deficient in K2. In actuality, the majority of people have never taken it appropriately, or at the appropriate moment. But after you do, you'll begin to see noticeable changes: improved endurance, stronger steps, more stable legs, and a decreased chance of developing chronic frailty. You've just learned about 7 vitamins that can drastically alter your body's daily mood. Starting tonight, not 10 years from now, not even 10 weeks. In actuality, the majority of elderly people are unaware that their muscles are vanishing every night. Silent inflammation develops, protein synthesis slows, and muscle fibers dry out while you sleep. You also wake up a little weaker than you were the day before if you don't get enough nutrients. You know how to fight back now, though. To unlock the repair system, use magnesium. B. 12 to re-establish your muscles and nerves. Growth genes are activated by D3. To protect your muscle cells, take vitamin E. B6 to build muscle from protein. Collagen production is triggered by vitamin C and K2 to seal everything off and transport minerals to their proper location. Although each of these vitamins has a function, they are all related. At night, when your body rests, recovers, and rebuilds, they function at their best. Furthermore, this goes beyond theory. It is supported by actual clinical research, actual data, and actual outcomes in individuals just like you. It's your turn to take action now. What do you take right now before bed? Please leave a comment below. Start with the one you're probably missing if you're unsure where to begin. Tomorrow's muscle loss could be slowed down with just one minor adjustment tonight. Additionally, send this video to a parent, partner, friend, or other person you care about. Because independence is more important here than strength alone. The ability to travel freely, the liberty to take a proud stance, the ability to maintain control. For more research-backed advice on maintaining your health and strength as you age, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and enable notifications if you found this useful. You know now. Acting is now necessary, and it will begin tonight. See you in the upcoming video.